Hello lovelies, I hope you are doing wonderfully. Today we are continuing that massive haul. So I've decided today we're going to do the Wet n Wild portion. I've got enough to do just Wet n Wild. Pretty much all of it is a new release, so I thought we would kind of do a what's new with Wet n Wild. Let's just get started. Sorry, I'm out of breath. I just finished filming the other part of the haul and I'm like a little winded. Sweet tea. So I'm going to start with the thing that I am most excited about. I don't know about you, but when I heard that Wet n Wild was coming out with their own brush line, I just couldn't wait to get my hands on them. So I went out and bought all that I could find. They are cruelty-free, gluten-free, and vegan. I really don't like it when they hurt animals. Shouldn't hurt animals. Any of you. This is the foundation brush. Then I got the contour brush and the large eyeshadow brush. It's like a large flat shader, I think. A powder brush, the blush brush, and apparently another foundation brush. I have heard nothing but good things about them. When I felt them, they felt very soft, very good quality, especially since they are super inexpensive. I think they are my new favorite brushes at the drugstore kind of price. The only other ones that I can think of that I even like are the Real Technique brushes, but those can get a little expensive, especially for one of my favorite ones is 103, the Bold Metals, which yes, it is filthy. I use it like crazy. This is totally my favorite face brush. So I am super excited about these, and let's just talk about the coloring for a minute. White with pink tip. Oh yeah. Yes, I am super excited about the coloring, and they look great. I like white. Very clean and classic and goes with everything. Not that I'm going to be like wearing my makeup brushes, but they're nice and clean and simple, and I can appreciate that. The next thing, and I thought that I had another color, but apparently not. This is their new One Step Wonder Gel Polish, and I have 733A Left Maroon. Sorry, I really wish I would have put this on my nails so you could see the color. You know what? Let's just do it. Now this is only one color, very messily done. Showing up a little darker than the viewfinder. I think it's just the lighting, kind of a reddish. I think if you put another coat on after it dries, it'd be more of a true maroon. And I've heard really great things about these, and I haven't heard anything about inconsistencies between colors in the formula, so that's always a good thing, because I hate that. Next item is an eyeshadow palette, and I don't know if these are new, but I haven't seen them before. Maybe my stores just don't normally carry them, or I'm just, you know, on another planet. I don't know, but this is the Studio Eyeshadow Palette, and the color, or, you know, number for it is A230 Quartz Center. And I haven't opened this either, so I can't tell you anything about it. I think I'm going to do a video, like a one brand hot or not kind of a video. The next, these I know for sure are brand new. These are the new Color Icon Ombre blushes, and I have all colors, I believe. This one is the Princess Daiquiris. Then I've got this one in a purple haze. Then you've got this one, which is Mai Tai Bio Drink, which is more of a nude kind of a color. Kind of like a peachy color, I would call it. If I can open these, I'll actually swatch them for you. No, I can get this open. I don't know why is Wet n Wild so hard to open? Their packaging, like, why do they make it so hard? I mean, I appreciate them trying to keep people out of it at the store. I do. You know what? Let me pause the camera and I'll undo all of the packaging, come back, and then we can go ahead and do some swatches. How does that sound? See you in a minute. Okay, I'm back and everything is open. I swear that took 20 minutes. Okay. But now that everything's open, we can swatch it. So let's get started. I'm going to start with the bigger things first. This is the contouring palette, the Mega Glow contouring palette in shade, because I know there's two of them. Oh, there it is. 794 Dolce de Leche. These aren't new, I don't think, like the actual product, but the formulation is new, and maybe even the coloring, so basically they're new. And they have, I like a darker one, I think. And I think the contour shade in it was more cool toned, which is what I prefer, but it looks like. And these feel like butter, like no kidding, like they actually remind me of Makeup Forever shadows, like just butter. Now this lighter shade's gonna be hard for you to like really see it, but it's right there. And these are really great. Like, let me blend it out a little so you can see, like, it's not patchy, blends beautifully. I mean, total score on these. You have to have these. This shade to me is more of a bronzer, not a contour. And I think that's the lighter one of the two. I could be wrong on that. Now this is the Illuminating Palette in 320 Catwalk Pink. Huge highlighter, right? And you have kind of like a yellow gold, a light pink, a darker pink, and then a darker gold. So you could pick, you know, like, oh, I just want this color, or I just want this color. You could totally do that. And I think you could use these on your eyes as well. I'm gonna do individual shades first. Pigmentation is really nice on these. Okay, so this is them all together, and then this is them individually. They're just stunning. And again, you don't have to use it as highlighter, but I think this color, you know, if you just very lightly washed it, would work. But for my very fair skin tone, I think I would have to stay to these two, not get them all in together, but they're great. I have no complaints with these. I do wish they would come out with a little bit of a lighter version for the very fair people like me out there, but who knows, maybe they will. Next, the new ombre blushes. I do believe I have all of them, and these are a completely new product to the line. And I have Princess Daiquiris. And again, the quality of these is just amazing. Princess Daiquiris. Then you've got In a Purple Haze. And if these are too light on your skin to be a blush, you can use them as a highlighter, I would think. That purple one, it's got a lot of shine to it. The pink is more, Princess Daiquiris, it's more of a matte. But you could use them as an eyeshadow. And this one looks luminous as well. This is My Thai Bayou Drink, and it is more peachy. And to me, it seems like a very natural kind of a color. That's them. I think they're great for spraying. And this is the last one, so we went from here to here. Now these are the other blushes. Now this is their original Color Icon blushes, but this is a new formulation. As far as I know, they've reformulated like all of their powders. This one is Rose Champagne. This one comes with a little brush. Look how cute it is. Never seen one like that before. This one is more of like a luminous, natural, everyday kind of a blush. I would say it's kind of a rosy champagne kind of a color. Is exactly what it is. Very good name. And again, the quality is just amazing. You can see the shine to it. It's beautiful. This is Pearlescent Pink. This is more of a vibrant, hot pink kind of color. These are all very luminous. Not glittery. Like, I wouldn't call these glittery at all. In the pan, you can see some very fine gold shimmer. This one actually kind of reminds me NARS's Orgasm. The last one that I have is Mellow Wine. And it is, as you would expect, a darker color. It's not super dark, but it is more berry. I mean, like, you can tell how much darker it is from that. So yeah, definitely light tan for the fair girls. Alright, that's all of the new blushes that I have, cheek products. If I get any more, I will let you know. But I do have 3 new eyeshadow palettes. I don't know if this is new or not, but I don't remember them coming. I mean, I remember the little sponge tip. Like, let's see the little sponge thingy. But then it also comes with this little brush type deal. Like, I don't remember that. Was that always in it? 393A Floral Values. It's kind of like purpley with one pink. Got a base color, which is basically the color of my skin, so you probably won't be able to see it. I actually do like Wet n Wild's eyeshadows, usually. I mean, they can be hit or miss. Sometimes they aren't very pigmented, but they are, you know, well, they have been some of my favorite shadows at the drugstore. The only ones that I would buy, actually. Now, this one is the only one, this bottom one is the only one that I'm not super impressed with, because It's not super pigmented, and it has these really beautiful purple shimmers in it, and they are not translating onto the skin. But you've got the skin toned, you've got a very light lilac, sparkly kind of a shade. Then you've got a darker purple that's more matte, a hot pink that is more matte. I mean, I would call them more satin, but I would use them just like a matte. I would use them throughout the crease. So this is the next one, and it is Don't Be a Poser. This is the top smaller. I'm gonna kind of work from here to this one over. These all have sparkles. I was kind of wondering if it was gonna be one of those like overspray kind of a deal. They're definitely not translating as beautiful onto the skin. Some of them feel quite dry. Bottom green color is gorgeous though. Like, I would buy this palette just for that one. Very beautiful shade. Like, I totally went ham with it because it was my thumb. See if we can get... See how beautiful that is? It's like a really dark green. Oh, that is beautiful. Really beautiful. These are the rest of them. This was the small one at the top. Kind of works our way over. As you can see, I mean, like, this one's pretty. The sparkles in it, but they're just not translating as beautiful. Maybe they'll be prettier on the actual eyelid though. Okay, so this is the last little one that I have, and it's very colorful. It's called Art in the Street. We'll start with the orange, then the purple, then the yellow, then the green, then the blue. Kind of how I would do it. You know what these remind me of? Well, one, they remind me of the 70s. It's like very primary colors. Like, frankly, I was really wanting it for like the green color because I don't know why, but I have a hard time finding like really vibrant, really good green colors and matte. The purple seems to be the one that seemed a little patchy, but that could just be it on my hand. Orange, purple, yellow, green, and the blue. But you see how patchy that purple is? But it may not be that way on the eyes. And I know that people see those kind of palettes and a lot of people get scared. They're like, oh, bright colors. You know, what am I going to do with that? But they're actually really great, even if you don't use them all over the lid. But just to kind of blow out in the crease as your transition color, just to kind of really give it a little oomph, I think it's great in the crease. Since we did all of those, we might as well try this big palette. This is the Quartz Center, is what this palette is. And it seems like they're all pretty shimmery. Not all of them have glitter, but this is like a champagne kind of shade. Really pretty, like a pink champagne. And this one feels a little more rough. Ooh, it's pretty. It's like a, kind of like a smoky pink with gold shimmer. Can you see that? Okay, this one's kind of like a really pretty purple with maybe like a blue shift to it, maybe. Ooh, look at that. I'm really impressed with these shadows, I'll have to say. This one a matte? It's like it's coming off matte. It's like one of those that looks like it's going to be shimmery, but the shimmer doesn't. This may not be the best place to swatch. Oh, there's glitter in it. It's just not as smooth and pigmented as these. That one's pretty. Very pretty. This one does look matte, actually. Full on matte. No shimmers. Kind of like a deep plum. Really deep plum. There's another one of those that has the glitter in it, but it's like it feels more matte. This one. We're on the third to last. It's like a really pretty gunmetal metallic shade. This last one feels really dry compared to the other ones, but it's very pigmented, and it's like, I don't know if it's just me, but it looks like a black matte but with glitter. Yeah, there you go, you can see the glitter. But otherwise it's like a matte black. But that is the Quartz Center palette. So that is all that I have of the new stuff from Wet n Wild, possibly some things that aren't brand new. Like, I'm not sure that that palette that I just swatched is new or not. I'm pretty impressed with it overall. There was just a few shades, 2 shades I think, that I was not impressed with. So overall, I am very pleased with all of the new launch from Wet n Wild, at least what I have and what I've tried. I will be seeking out if there's anything new that I don't have, and I will of course share that with you. Hopefully I will not have to wait so long in between hauls and I won't have so much stuff. I hope that you enjoyed your time here. Thank you for sharing it with me, and I will see you next video. Please give me a thumbs up, like this video, share me with your friends and family, and subscribe. It all helps me out a ton. I look forward to seeing you next video. Have a nice day.